Do you know someone who treats their birthday like it's just another Tuesday? No party, no celebration, maybe they don't even tell anyone. While everyone else is planning weeks in advance, they're genuinely confused by the fuss. And psychologically, there's actually something fascinating happening in their brain, and I'm going to tell you about it in the next 3 minutes. But first, if you're into psychology stuff like this, hit subscribe and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. All right, let's get back to the main topic. What's really happening? So here's what most people don't realize. The way someone treats their birthday isn't just a preference. It actually reveals something deeper about how they process identity, social expectations, and even their relationship with time itself. Let's break down what's really going on. 1. Internal locus of identity. So first, these kinds of people often have what psychologists call an internal locus of identity. Basically, they don't need external validation to feel like they exist or matter. Think about it. Birthdays are social proof that you're valued. The cake, the messages, the attention, it's society saying, "We acknowledge you." But people who skip their birthday, they've already internalized their self-worth. They don't need the annual reminder that they're significant. Their identity isn't tied to social rituals. It's quietly confident, almost invisible to people who need external celebration to feel seen. And here's the kicker. Research shows these individuals often score higher in authenticity metrics. They're not performing for others. They're just existing on their own terms. The hidden story behind the silence. But here's what really moves me about these people. Beneath that quiet indifference, there's often a story nobody sees. Maybe they grew up in a home where birthdays weren't celebrated, where survival mattered more than cake and candles. Maybe they lost someone they loved on what should have been a happy day, and now every birthday carries a weight they don't talk about. Or perhaps somewhere along the way, they learned that the people who promised to show up didn't. And instead of chasing that validation year after year, they built something stronger, a relationship with themselves that doesn't need applause to feel real. And honestly, that takes a kind of courage most of us never have to develop. Now, the second thing is that they experience time differently. Most of us see birthdays as milestones, markers, little checkpoints that say, "You're getting older, better make it count." But birthday skippers, they see time as continuous. There is no arbitrary importance to the day they were born versus any other day. Every day is equally valuable or equally meaningless depending on how you look at it. It's almost Buddhist in a way, very be present, not ceremonial. Psychology calls this low temporal landmark salience. They're not avoiding their birthday out of sadness. They genuinely don't register it as special. To them, personal growth happens gradually, not in 365-day chunks. Now, for the last one, it's simply just about social energy. Birthday celebrations require emotional labor. You have to manage other people's expectations, perform gratitude, navigate social dynamics, pretend you love that gift you absolutely don't need. People who opt out, they're often high in what's called social selectivity. They're not antisocial, they just have a limited budget for social performance, and they'd rather spend it on interactions that feel genuine, not obligatory. It's actually a form of boundary setting. They're saying, "I appreciate you, but I'm not participating in rituals that drain me." And honestly, that's psychologically healthy. So the bottom line, if you're someone who treats your birthday like a normal day, you're not broken. You're just wired for internal validation, continuous time perception, and selective social investment.